Hey, we're back. We've been back. You notice that? So everything's been going pretty good. We got this live stream going. Me and my wife did a lunchtime live lunch game the other day, and it all worked fine. And actually, well, the screen had frozen up, but everything was going through. Everything was playing fine. So going through with this now as well. So how's everyone doing? I am sorry I missed Monday. I was under the weather. Didn't start feeling better till Wednesday, and then I was spending most of Wednesday cleaning up, getting ready for Friendsgiving that me and my wife had. So happy Thanksgiving and Friendsgiving to anyone out there that celebrates it or anyone that has anything to be thankful for. So I got a lot to be thankful for. I got a lot of fun with this channel. So let's get right into what's been going on. And as always, we are dominated in the comment section here by our buddy Shogunstein. Please check out his channel. Shogunstein said for Slideshow Gaming of Atari Centipede, he said a lot of quarters were spent at NASA Mall Arcade playing this one, Rollerball or First Mouse. I don't think I'd ever been to the NASA Mall. Maybe, but no, I was more of Riverdale. Me and the gang were jumping into the cars, and we'd head up and Nathan's and play all the video games there, or we just jump on the train and go down to 42nd Street. This is long before Disney cleaned it up, and it was still pretty filthy, pretty dirty. Not a place kids should hang out at, but we did anyway. And to play video games. Yeah. So he also made a mention on what's in the Pixies box for Ravensburger. He said, Little Shogunstein and I enjoyed this one. It overshadowed the second Back to the Future game that came out at the same time. Yes, that confused me. I gotta say, that confused me when the two games came out, Funko games, and this one here he's talking about, I did a video on. Actually, I did a video for both of them. For Ravensburger here. Wow, I'm telling you, it was, they kind of, at first glance, without getting too much into it, at first glance, they looked a little similar. Same, similar titles, same IP, similar looking boxes. I don't know if it was an attack or just bad coincidence, which it probably was. But yeah, there's a lot of similarities between them, and there's also more differences than there are similarities, actually. So that's I should do I haven't done I haven't done a brawling board game episode in a while. Maybe these two, right? Maybe one versus the other on this would be good. Also, our buddy Shogunstein for Slideshow Gaming of Terraforming Mars, the dice game. He said, seems like a lot of versions of the same game. Yeah, you're catching on, are you? They're going to have to come silence you. But yeah. I don't know in the broad picture, the big picture, how I necessarily feel about when they take a title and they just reissue the same game but in a different format, like a card game into a dice game. I mean, I work for Bang. I actually prefer the dice game than the original card game myself, actually. But yeah, do we really need all these? No, we don't. These are just businesses trying to make money. That's what it comes down to, as opposed to just trying to put out a fun game. Tales from the Table. If you are an RPG fan, if you enjoy Dungeons and Dragons, you got to be checking out my Tales from the Table series. It drops on the third and fourth Thursday of every month, and the third is always the behind the screen with the DM build and me telling you what's going on, how I'm doing the building, what I'm doing the building for, how I'm changing the module, the game I'm running. Yeah, you should be checking those out if you're a D&D fan. Like our friend Starship Chiru Studios. Love that. Like Starship says, well, it is said that sometimes success is just a matter of a lucky throw of the dice. Well, I'm sorry, that's for Terraforming Mars, the dice game. I'm sorry. That's for Terraforming Mars. And yes, he's right. Cleverly so, he's right. Now, for tabletop Tales from the Table, BTS, behind the screen, Speaker of the Dream, Part 6, setting up a reality wrinkled. A reality wrinkled. Goes to the Wrinkled Reality bookstore, did a little bit of a play right there, for the name, for the title. And Slithar said, I played 3.5, so Speaker of the Dreams is on my radar. The detail of the reality wrinkle is nice. LOL sewers. That's funny. 100% put them in every setup. You need a few more outside, laughing my ass off. So yeah, I was talking about how I put down, in fact, I still got the table up. I'll put down bits for the sewer, right? For the gang to, see, or maybe a larger sewer grate like this. These are from the Warlock WizKids. Warlock. I don't know why I had to look at them. Use them all the time. And how the players just never even bothered. Never threw a monkey wrench like most players do, knowingly or unknowingly, to see one of these and like, oh, we're dumping down the sewer. See what's down there, John? I don't have any sewer set up. Would have turned into theater of the mind there. I do. I want to get the Warlock sewer stuff. It's expensive. What I'm looking at is 4 boxes and at least 2 of the expansion. That should be good enough, I think. We'll hope if I can even get that much. I do like that. Even though I've been using some of the other stuff, some cardboard stuff. I think I would rather have the Warlock tile if I can scrounge that up and afford it. We got a midday monologue from last week. Happy Thanksgiving Day. Susan Emily, old friend of the channel, even older friend of the family and me. Susan said, thankful for friends who game too. Yeah, who isn't, Susan, right? We got to get together and pull our 2 families together for a good, awesome, epic game night, Susan. Tabletop Takeout, Looting Atlantis. Looting Atlantis, one of the 2 creators, chimed in about what I had to say about that. Wrong number 3rd. And she said, thanks so much for covering Looting Atlantis. And it's awesome that you still enjoy it. Yeah. Once a game is good, it's always good. That's what I think. Slideshow Gaming for First Martians. Again, our friends over in Starship Chiru Studios said Mars is okay, but I would love to see a game based on the clouds of Venus. Ooh. Are you saying that, Staru, strictly as maybe a science fiction fan? Or are you saying that because of the alleged possibility that there could be some, at least microbial life forms in the Venusian clouds? Could be. Back to our buddy Shogun, seeing for a few here. Our midday monologue Monday from last week. 3rd version has a solo. Third version. Shogun, seeing a lot was discussed in the midday monologue October viewer comments. So I'm not sure what you meant. I'm not. So there wasn't a lot of comments this month. They've been trickling off, and you know why? That's my fault. Because other than doing this, I never actually get online. I never get on. Bright screen. I never get on to actually really write out responses or anything. It's lazy for me to think that this alone would be enough. I understand that. But I am going to have to get on board a little bit and step up my game in the comments section. I think that's also another reason why I lose subscribers from time to time, is because of that. All right. Well, let's talk about the channel. Let's spend a little time talking about the channel. There's a couple of new things happening. One I don't want to talk about yet. One I'm not going to be prepared to talk about for another month, maybe another 2 months. But it's one of the most exciting things, potentially, that's going to be happening to the studios here. Studios, the channel. Now, there are a couple of new things happening. So as you've noticed, I have actually gotten back into the live at lunch. I'm thinking I want to do that once a week. That's going to be a once a week thing. I mean, if I got time, I'll do it more than once. But time is a commodity that the older I get, the less of it I seem to have. And I'm not talking about I'm getting older, so you're getting near the end of your line. Nothing like that at all. No, what I simply mean is it just seems like the older I get, there are more things I want to do and more things I need to do. So, if there's ever more time, sure, it's fun to play games. But I'm planning on once a month. Once a month, there's going to be, once a week. Once a week, there will be a live at lunch. Some small footprint, fast play game. Something that you would be able to, take to lunch, pop down on a table, and play before going back to the grindstone to, make money to pay your rent so you have a place to keep your board games. Right? So I'm doing that. There's two other new shows. There are two other new shows. Another one of them is going to be weekly, and another one of them is going to be monthly. So the other weekly one I'm going to be doing is readings. I have a few gaming books, and I just don't have the time to get to them. Between doing this, I'm a house husband. I got a lot of shit to do around the house. My dogs, they're 14 years old. They have bad backs. They each demand individual care during the day. I mean, geez, each go out 6 to 7 times a day, and I got to take them out individually. There's a lot going on, so I don't always have time for stuff. But I'm thinking that if I want to get this done, I want to play these books, do it here on the channel, turn it into an episode. So once a week, I'm going to be doing a story time. Yeah. I don't know, maybe an hour last? We'll see. First couple will be testing the waters, seeing how it's all going to work out. But it's also going to end up being comparison, because although I've done Choose Your Own Quest and Endless Quest books since the 80s, on and off since the 80s, those are the only two I've done. Choose Your Own Adventure and Endless Quest books. So a few more have made their way here. Fighting Fantasy, I'll be trying those for the first time. Roll Encounter, Roll Initiative, something like that I got lying around. So I'm going to be running that. I'm going to be trying. And there's a couple more things coming in. And I have a few lying around here. So of some of the old classic Endless Quest and a couple of the 2000s. When did they come out? 2010s? I think come out in the 20s. Yeah, maybe 2010s. So I got those too. So I want to be running those, and keep it very simple. Kind of like, maybe I'll let you guys make some of the choices. Maybe make it a little session with us. That could be fun. Now the monthly is something that I have been talking about, teasing for a while. I'm so happy that I got parts. I got 2 parts done already. One video and 2 parts. And I never really had a proper name for this before, so now it's getting its own name. It's getting its own folder, playlist. And the name I decided on is typical for the channel. My way of thinking for titles for this channel. It's the Pixie Playhouse, miniature movies. So I've done this a couple of times before. A few years back, I was able to use my miniatures and terrain setting pieces and use those as slideshow picture format movie style thing with a 4 Against Darkness game. So I did that with the Cobalt Slave Masters, or Caves of the Cobalt Slave Masters. I think that's what it's called, as a three-parter. And it was pretty well received, and I enjoyed the hell out of it, which is the main thing. And so I've done it again. With Four Against Darkness, I got a two-parter that me and the gang did this a few weeks back. So I got it uploaded, snipped, edited, the pictures added. So later this month, well, this is the last day of November. I'm talking about December. I think it's, well, actually, yeah, it's going to be the end of December. It's going to air part 1 of 2. And then January, part 2 is going to drop. After that, I'm going to be doing, there's a, not Four Against Darkness, Marching Order. Marching Order video that the guys did. And I want to turn that also into a miniature movie. And I figure this is something that I could potentially be able to do once a month. We'll see if I can keep that schedule. So, I mean, those are some of the fun changes that are going on. You see, Giacomo has returned regularly to the channel. And this coming month, he's got a bunch of Christmas poems, parodies and spoofs of Christmas songs that most people are familiar with, or can very easily become familiar with because they're popular. So that's back. That's back. Oh, we are, although for your purposes, we're like 10 months ahead of schedule on Tales of the Table. We are just finishing that. We got 2 more episodes, 2 more sessions to run. I'm really hoping we get done this month. Then after that, we're going to be taking a break from the D&D aspect, and we're going to be doing Tales on the Table for a few episodes for the D20 Star Wars system before we get back to D&D. So, I mean, those are some of the things that I got that are coming up on the channel. I'm excited about it. Tommy V is excited about it. 20-Sided Warriors are excited about all the gaming. It's going to be a fun time. There's a lot planned, continuing into for 2025. A lot has been planned. A lot has been done that you're not aware of. But hopefully you will be aware of it by February. Some things should be coming to light then. Fingers, toes, and tails crossed, my friends. But yeah, I think that's going to be it. There's a little action tonight. Well, it's the Saturday. I'm sorry, it's the Saturday after Thanksgiving. I guess I wasn't expecting a lot to be going on right now. But hey, tomorrow night, if you've listened this far into the video, let me tell you, tomorrow night, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, we're getting back to Hero Quest. I haven't touched it since the last playthrough, Keller's Keep, that I'm in the middle of. Not even the middle. Still the beginning of it. I think it's, God, I got to take a look. I think it's Quest 6 or 5. Shit, might be 4. I got to look. But yeah, we're going to be doing that tomorrow night here live on the channel on 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So if you're interested, please come by, check it out. Watch the video, drop some comments. I love to talk to people who are watching the videos while I'm playing them. Yeah. All right. So thank you very much, everyone. You take care. Enjoy yourselves. I'm your buddy Big Johnny G, and I am out of here. Oh, button.